It's 2023 and I'm sitting in a massive test taking hall. I'm taking the advanced placement test for biology. There's a bunch of students around me and I'm sitting there kind of anxiously looking around at them. I'm not focused on my own test because the past couple of days I wasn't studying. I was actually just scrolling on TikTok and not being focused at all. That's why I was so anxious and nervous at the time. And I'm looking around at the whole room and scanning the environment for some reason, not focusing on what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm just sitting there like an NPC scanning the whole room. And I'm looking. I don't even know what I'm looking for. And from the corner of my eye, I see something red, like a glowing red light. And I turn to look at it and I notice it's the alarm clock. And it says there's only 30 minutes left. And that's when I noticed I've been just doing nothing for the past 20 minutes. And I have 30 minutes left to finish the whole test, which is 6 whole questions when you have to write like a whole paragraph for them. And since I'm a slow test taker, I notice I'm basically fucked for this test. So I decide to start the first question. And I start reading and reading. And after like 5 seconds of reading, I lose my focus and I forget everything I read and I don't comprehend what I'm reading. So I'm like, just say, okay, it's probably just my nerves. And then I take a deep breath. And I start over. I start reading the first sentence, and then the second sentence, and then the third sentence, and then I forget the first sentence. So, it's just like a whole cycle of reading and reading. And this happens for the next 30 minutes. And while I'm on the third question, the alarm goes off and there's 2 more questions left that I haven't even touched yet. So I say, okay, I'm fucked. I'm gonna get like a really bad score on it. And I turn out to pass the test, but I got a 3 out of 5, which is the bare minimum requirement to pass the test. And I was just disappointed with myself. And why did this whole situation happen? Simply because I couldn't focus. And that's when I decided to start taking meditation more seriously and not scrolling on TikTok as much. I know a lot of guys my age have experienced not being able to understand and to comprehend what you're reading. So let's say reading a paragraph from a book or a text message, and you read, and then suddenly feels like you forget everything you just read, and you're still reading the paragraph, but you're not understanding and comprehending it. And if that's happened to you, you probably have low focus and presence. Just imagine your future if you continue living like you're living right now. So let's say in the future you start pursuing a career or maybe a business, and you're working and working, and you get like these micro distractions like every 30 to 40 seconds. Like you're working, and then you check the time. And then you start working and working, and then you look at the window. Like I'm looking at the window right now. I'm not in focus right now. Or you're working, and then you start tab switching, right? These are things that you can't control. Things you can't control is being distracted by someone else, or a loud noise happening, like your neighbors start banging on the fucking floor like our neighbors are. And there's some guy out there that's meditating 1 hour per day, working in the same field as you, and he's gonna fucking crush you, bro. Like he's focused right now while you're watching a video about focus. He's being focused right now, or maybe he's even meditating right now. True focus is not doing more work, but it's what have you produced. So you could do 2 hours of work and produce what the normal person produces in a week, or you could do 8 to 10 hours and only produce what you could have produced in 2 hours. So we're not trying to increase the amount of work that you do. We're trying to increase the things that you produce and the quality of your work that you do. Imagine yourself having monk-like focus and discipline, and having laser focus and working with 100% efficiency. You would be in the top 0.01% of people. You could be in the top echelon of humanity, but most guys are not like this. This is unachievable for 99% of people. Click the link in the description to follow my Instagram page. So if you're struggling with your self-improvement, you can just send me a DM asking for advice, and I'll give you personalized free advice and practical steps that you can take so you can improve your life. So why are most young guys like this? Well, you probably already know the answer. It's all those social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube Shorts. Well, nowadays it's not even short form content that's the problem anymore. It's also in long form content. I mean, just look at one of Mr. Beast's videos. Like every single 2 seconds, there's a new edit on the screen. Like not even 2 seconds. Every single half a second, there's a new edit. Like I don't know how he does it. Like he probably has 100 editors on every single video, or it's maybe just like one guy on crack cocaine that's microdosing while editing the video. These evil big tech companies want their product to be as addicting as possible and as stimulating as possible because they want to fry your dopamine receptors so that way they can get you hooked on their platform and they make more money. That's the whole business. And you should probably already know that our brain is designed to focus, it's like natural selection, designed to focus for hours at a time. But when you're getting new videos every 5 seconds, your attention span decreases. It should be obvious that that's decreasing your focus. The effects of social media have made us unable to sit down and work and without being distracted. But there is a way to directly counteract that and reverse the damage that has been done to your brain. And obviously that is meditation. That's what I'm here to talk about. I'm sure we all know what meditation is. You sit down, you do this with your hands, and you cross your legs. No, I'm kidding. You sit down in a quiet place, and you close your eyes. And then you focus on your breath, right? But today I'm gonna go deeper than that. I'm gonna explain each step of the meditation cycle and how meditation helps you focus in general. Step 1, focus on one specific area of your body that is related to breathing. So maybe it's your nose, maybe it's your belly, maybe it's your chest, and feel the air coming in and out. So for this step, I like to focus on my belly because I notice that it moves when I breathe. So I just put my hand on my belly and my hand moves like this and like this. And that is what I focus on when I'm meditating. Step 2, you don't have to do anything for this step and it's gonna happen naturally. Remember, it's natural. And that is getting distracted. 99% of distractions when meditating are your thoughts. And we want that, we need it. Maybe you're thinking about something that happened in the past. Maybe you're thinking about your plans for the future. Maybe whatever you're thinking about, it's natural. This step is misunderstood by most people because they think meditation is supposed to be just focus, but you can't have focus without being distracted. They think that getting distracted is a bad thing and that it's taking away from the progress, but getting distracted is a part of meditation because in step 3, we're gonna bring your attention back to the breath. You probably heard that phrase a lot. Bring your focus back to the breath. If you use the meditation app, it's probably said that a ton of times in that app. And every time you complete step 3, which is bringing your attention back to the breath, it's like a bicep curl for your brain. You're making just a little bit of progress. Every time you bring your attention back to the breath, you're 0.1% more focused. Getting distracted is the meditation equivalent of 1 rep in the gym. If it doesn't happen, you don't make any gains.